Welcome to the High Street, home of University College, Oxford, otherwise known as Univ. I'm here today to give you a quick tour and a brief insight into what it's like to be a student studying at the oldest college at the University of Oxford. My name is Sam and this is Oxcentric. Straight after entering Univ, you will find the Porters Lodge. The Porters are a friendly team of people who are essential in helping the day-to-day life of the college run smoothly. For example, if you lock your keys inside your room, these are the folks who will let you back in. The Univ Lodge is also open 24/7 for most of the year, so during these times there will always be someone around if you need assistance. This is Main Quad, Univ's oldest quadrangle. Construction was delayed by the English Civil War, so it took over 40 years before it was finished in 1676. Main Quad contains many student rooms, but also houses offices belonging to academic staff and even a student common room. Finally, it is where our college chapel and dining hall are located, two very important places for student life here. Univ's chapel is one of the most beautiful parts of college. It is an inclusive space for people of all faiths and none, and is usually open during daytime hours as a quiet place for students to reflect. It is also the home of the chapel choir, an auditioning choir who normally perform a weekly evensong every Sunday during term time. Choir is a great example of some of the fun activities you can get involved in outside academics here at Oxford. Plus there's great perks like free formal dinner on a Sunday and complimentary singing lessons. Let's head to Hall. Univ's Hall is where you'll have many of your meals in college, including traditional formal dinners. Univ operates a pay-as-you-go system, which grants you greater flexibility than other colleges, so you don't need to worry about opting out on nights when you won't be attending. I think the best meal in Hall is brunch, served on weekends. The hash browns are just beautiful. Let's continue outside. The old library is the primary library in Univ. In addition, since 2016, we also have a new library with additional study space and smaller study rooms. The libraries are an ideal place for quiet work and super convenient if you live on site. Univ's location is also less than 5 minutes walk from other iconic Oxford University libraries, such as the Radcliffe Quad. Our college library has a huge selection of books, and you can even request new editions if they lack a specific resource that you require. I'm also obligated to shout out the Univ library social accounts, who provide arguably the zestiest library-related memes in Oxford. Just outside the old library is the Fellows Garden. Normally this is a prime green space in college. At the moment, it is currently host to our COVID-safe marquee spaces, which have accommodated everything from boat club socials to open mic nights in the last year. This is the Shelley Memorial, a statue of iconic romantic poet and famous Univite Percy Shelley. A year after he joined the college in 1810, Shelley was expelled for co-authoring a pamphlet called The Necessity of Atheism, which unsurprisingly did not go down well with the religious university establishment of the time. Later in the century, Shelley's daughter-in-law commissioned a statue of him, which ultimately was offered to Univ, and thus the Shelley Memorial was created. Continuing past the Shelley Memorial, you reach the new buildings and 90 High Street, both of which are mainly student accommodation. Let's go to the other side of college to continue our tour. Radcliffe Quad, aka Radquad, is my personal favourite place in Univ, and not just because I've lived here for the last year. It's named after John Radcliffe, the same John Radcliffe after whom the Radcliffe Camera, the Radcliffe Observatory, the Radcliffe Infirmary and the Radcliffe Science Library are named. Clearly he had a lot of money to be throwing at Oxford University buildings. From here you can also see the Master's Lodgings, which, unsurprisingly, is where the Master of our college lives. Aside from including, in my opinion, some of the best student rooms, this quad is also where our on-site laundry facilities can be found. Let's cross Logic Lane and explore the remainder of the site. Logic Lane is open to the public for daylight hours and connects Merton Street to High Street via Univ. The Durham buildings on Logic Lane are where our JCR or Junior Common Room is located. This is the hub of undergraduate student democracy at the college and usually where our meetings would take place. It's also available as a space for undergraduate students to chill or study whenever they please. The Goodhart Building is some of the most modern student accommodation in Univ. It is a popular choice amongst third-year students who receive top priority in the room ballot, as 'tis the only accommodation block where all the bedrooms have access to an ensuite bathroom. Additionally, there are accessible rooms for students with disability requirements. Just outside of Goodhart, you can also find the Pack City package lockers. When a large package is delivered to you, it will be deposited here and you will receive a code sent to your college email that allows you to pick it up later. At 10 Merton Street, you will find facilities like our aforementioned new library and our music practice rooms. Furthermore, there is more student accommodation at 83 and 84 High Street. Univ aims to offer all its students college accommodation for the full course of their undergraduate degree. However, this is not all on main site, with second years mostly living at the Staverton Road Annex near Summertown and various other accommodation located elsewhere in Oxford. So that concludes our tour of Univ. I hope you found it interesting and learned a bit more about the college. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you round. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content.